Hello and welcome to another episode of the Electric Norwegian. I'm Mats, and this is a BYD. It's a Seal. As you can see, it's raining, so the Seal feels right at home here. This is 4x4 version, up to 520 kilometers range. It all says here really 1500 kilos of a trailer. Your Model 3 can't do that, can it? It's a very cool back here with the future looking thing. Smaller boot than the Tesla. Some space under there. But it looks good. I like the lines of it. I like the looks of it. It looks really nice. Slim, cool headlights. Yeah. Design touches like this, for instance, and here, even though they're fake, sadly. But it's just the whole car looks kind of cool. If you have these flanges that you recognize also from the BYD Han. Here they're blacked out, in the Han they're not. The material quality on the inside, padded leather, plastics down here, Alcantara looking, softy plush seats. I'm 199 and plenty of space for my knees and a bit for my head. Cup holder, air vents, and some chargers down there. Oh yeah, pockets. Massive glass roof. Definitely looks good, feels slightly premium as well. Also in the front you have the same materials, electrically powered seats. Nice looking front seats here. This is an NFC reader here, not entirely certain what it's for, but it's there. Okay, storage. Cup holders with two different. One of them can go down further than the other. Okay. Double chargers, storage under here, with access to. I have no idea how you're gonna get access to those charging points, but they're there if you want to. CarPlay, wireless, of course. Big. Steering wheel. Instrumentation. Now, of course, manual steering wheel. It's a bit thick for my taste, but that's a personal thing. Heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, and you actually have stalks in this car. After spending almost 5,000 kilometers on the continent with my new Model 3, it's nice to come back to something with stalks. Buttons on the Tesla works well, but they're not the best solution. That's just a fact. These are a direct competitor to that Tesla. And the seats are a little bit more comfy here. It's a much more traditional approach to car. And this is of course the four-wheel drive version, not 100. It says on the lid here with 3.8 seconds. So it's somewhere between the performance and the long range. This is not a driver's car in that way. The new Model Performance is really wonderfully set up. This is not the same thing. It's a BYD. It's very well put together. The quality of the interior, the quality of the materials, good. Screen are relatively easy to use. Buttons on the steering wheel feel of a high quality. So in that sense, definitely they've done a good job. The price of this is 50,000 euros, was it? 45, something like that. So it's sort of sort of comparison price to the long range Model 3, I think. And they do a lot of similar things. They both have four-wheel drive, both are quick cars, both have long range. This is over 400. This has over 500 kilometers of range, and it can tow 1,500 kilos. And it has a lot more space in the back seat than the Model 3 has. The Model 3 never had a lot of space in the back seat. And if you want a more traditional take on the car with buttons for everything, then this is definitely for you. I have only a short time with this car. Even here on the motorway, if you floor it picks up and goes pretty good. It's definitely not slow. That's not the problem here. You're not lacking for speed. I don't think it's quite as quiet as the Highland Model 3 maybe, but this is of course on a rainy road. I have to add that. And it feels planted and nice though. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this. You can hustle it along. It's not made for it, but you can. When you begin to transition on and off throttle, on and off region, it's not as finely tuned as it is in the Tesla or in the BMW or in certain other cars. There's a little bit more lag in it somehow. But hey, that's a bagatelle. It's not necessarily important. It's just an observation. My problem is the steering wheel is obstructing parts of my instruments. I have no idea what the cruise control is set to now, and it isn't. It doesn't come up on the head-up display either. The head-up display only shows speed, which is fine. It's fine. It's there. I really wish I had that this summer on the continent, but sadly I didn't. It's a bit sad it's raining. Otherwise, I could have tried and push it and see how it stacks up on the dynamic side. Otherwise, I think I can tell this is not made for the enthusiast driver, as it were. It's meant to be relatively comfortable and fast motorway cruiser, and it does that rather well, I have to say. Seats are plush, comfortable, alright support in them. It has a cumulative consumption, I have no idea from when, from on 200 and around 200 watt hours. So, not the most efficient sadly. It's a big battery pack, this I think it's 80 or 85 kilowatt hours. If it had been more efficient, it could have gone even further, but sadly, well, that is how it is sometimes. So as a result of that, of course, it is heavier than the Model 3. I mean, that's maybe the biggest lack now of the Chinese cars. They drop a lot of models, and they're good on price, and they've got their interior together. But when it comes to efficiency, they're still slightly behind the game. They're slightly behind the best. I have no doubt that they will get there too, mind you. They're learning very, very quickly. Yeah, there's power here, that's for sure. Maybe not quite as good as in the long range Model 3s, because that's really, really amazing. Consumption wise, as I already mentioned, it's not the most efficient car in the entire world, but it has a big battery pack, so it doesn't really matter. You still get decent range out of it. It charges a little bit slow, but if you can live with that. It has a flat charge curve though. It's just a little bit not the quickest. But once again, if you have 3 or 4 hours on the road and you have some food, it's not really the end of the world, is it? You have a head-up display, you have a good sound system, you have a decent infotainment system. The only thing I think is a slight negative is if I go to CarPlay here and then I go and play my stuff, for instance. Okay, now I'm in my CarPlay. All right. Then I have to go one push, go out in the menu, back to the BYD system, and then I have to activate climate control, and then I can turn on heated or cooled seats. That's at least 2 pushes. Too many. It really is one, because in the Tesla you can put those functions, put them down here, so you can just do that and tap here to turn it on or off, and it remembers what you had before. So if you had cooling, it automatically defaults to cooling. Also, there are double chargers here, because my phone at least, but that might be the cover it's in, but it slides around, so it never really charges very much before it moves out of the charging sweet spot. So that's not really well executed, sadly. It's been really, really nice to be doing this summer vacation in. And we wouldn't fit all of us, or we would fit all of us, but we wouldn't fit all of our stuff, because there's less space here than there is in the Model 3. Of course, you have more space for passengers, so yeah, there is that. As I mentioned many times, going across France and Germany, the suspension on the revised Model 3s are fabulous. It's just really, really well executed. It's quite on that level, I feel. But hey, once again, it's details. It doesn't necessarily bother you, and it's definitely not a reason not to buy the car, because this is a brilliant car. You get a lot for your money here. Good forward drive, plenty of power, lots of comfort, good sound system, good range. If you drive it carefully, you get even more range. Okay, you have to live with it not being the most efficient car in the world, but hey, people buy BMWs. They're not the most efficient cars in the world either, or Audis for that matter. The Q8, which is a disaster consumption-wise, but they're still good cars. Relatively smooth powertrain. You could definitely do worse than checking out the BYD Seal. Say thank you to RSA Bil in Sarpsborg for lending me the car, and thanks to you for watching. Hope you liked the video. Leave a comment, subscribe, preferably subscribe, because you know, maybe we can make 1,000 subs by the end of this year. That'd be nice. Either way, take care, and let's see you with another car, another video. Bye bye.